everyone and welcome back to today's video.
In this video we're going to give you our 5 tips for pin trading in Disneyland Paris.
Are you ready?
Let's go! So for our first tip, we are going to talk about what pin trading actually is. If you are planning a trip here to Disneyland Paris or to any other Disney park around the world, you've probably heard of the magic of pin trading. But what exactly is it? And how can you get started? Let's dive in. So what is pin trading? Pin trading is a super fun and unique tradition at Disney parks around the world, and it's a massive part of the experience here in Disneyland Paris. It's basically a way for guests and cast members to exchange collectible pins. It's a fantastic way to interact with other Disney lovers, collect pins of your favourite characters and attractions, and create lasting memories. It's basically a treasure hunt. So how do you get started? Getting started is super easy. All you need are 2 things. A Disney pin, so you need 1 pin to get started, and you have to make sure it's an official Disney pin. And secondly, you need a lanyard, so something like this that you can store your pins on to show that you're happy to trade them away. Once you have that, the easiest way to get started is to look for cast members who have a lanyard with pins on. You can approach those cast members and ask if they are pin trading. If they are, you can take a look at all the pins on the lanyard and decide which one you would like to get. Super important tip, do not touch the pins yourself. Please point at the pins you would like from the cast member and they will take them off for you. Check the back of their pin and they will check the back of yours to make sure both are authentic. And finally, don't be shy. Pin trading is about meeting new people. Don't be afraid to approach and speak to people. Also, don't be offended if people don't want to trade. Some people love their pins and want to keep them. And a final little tip is limited edition pins. There's a huge variety of pins available in Disney parks around the world, and the rarest of them are the limited edition. If you happen to find one in the parks, hold on to it. And if you are going to be trading one away, make sure you trade it for another limited edition. Now on to tip 2, where we're going to show you where you can buy pins and lanyards in the parks. Tip number 2, where to buy pins and lanyards. Now, most shops around Disneyland Paris will sell pins and they will sell lanyards, but there's certain locations that are better than others. So let's go see some. So first up is the pin trading stall on Main Street, just where you buy the champagne. Second is Buena Vista Gifts inside Studio 1. They have an incredible selection here of pins and lanyards, so we highly recommend checking this one out. Then one of our favourite shops in Frontierland, Frontier Traders. It is a fantastic spot. And of course, the Walt Disney Studios Boutique. It has a really big selection, but our favourite of all time has to be Pueblo's. So we're going to show you inside of Pueblo's. It always gets very busy. This is the best place to buy pins and pin accessories. So they sell the pin trading bags here. These are the large ones. These are quite difficult to trade. They're good for storing pins, but they're hard for trade because you have to put the backs on and off the pins. We much recommend pin folios, which you can buy from Stu Pins. Link on screen. And then they do the small bags. And they also have still some of the Disneyland Paris backpacks. They're Loungefly bags. They have a pin section on the front. And these are all the pins available here. They also sell limited editions in Pueblo's, and they'll always be in this frame behind the till. So you can see there's 4 in there currently, and the new pins that came out today are there as well. So you can buy those. You do get a discount if you're an annual pass holder on all of these. And then they also sell in here things we highly recommend if you're new to pin trading, which is a trading lanyard with a selection of pins. These aren't the pins you'll typically find on cast members' lanyards, as well as people buy these to start pin trading. So as you would have seen, some amazing shops where you can go and buy them, and our recommendations of where to go. Obviously the best is Pueblo's. On to tip number 3. So tip number 3 is all about how to store your pins. So if you've got into pin trading, you're coming to the parks and you want to store your pins, there are 2 ways to do it. So first up, we're going to show you these ones in the shop. So as you can see, these are the official Disney Parks pin trading bags. They are brilliant if you have nothing to store your pins in. However, they can be a bit tricky and fiddly to put your pins in and out. So ultimately, we recommend a pin folio. I'm going to hand it over to Tony, who's going to show you ours.
So when we talk about arranging or storing your pins, I definitely suggest using the pin folios from Go Pin Pro. This is our Pin Pro show. which we love. It's got a little wallet at the back there, and you've got the show bit on the front where you can store pins. Sometimes we like to put our ones that we've traded at the front, so you can see what we've collected throughout the day. But at the moment, I've put some of the princesses all together, which are limited release. I've put some hidden Mickeys up here, and then on the inside, I have arranged them into different categories. So these are all open edition, but also some hidden Mickeys in there that I'm more than happy to trade for anything. Then I've got some limited release, limited edition down here, and 2 cast refresh. But it's up to you how you display them.
Yeah, but we recommend these over the Disney park bags. So as you can see popping up on screen now, there is a huge range of options you can get as pin folios, from a backpack to a regal, super big, super posh, great for trading events, to mini boards. Some of the mini boards on screen now, you can also get little pouches they go in, and they are fantastic for putting inside a Loungefly bag. So tip number 4, pin trading etiquette. You will see, if you go and trade on one of the large boards, they have a sign on them. I'm going to pop it on screen now so you can have a look. But it's pin trading etiquette. We're not just going to follow those rules, we're going to give you a full guide on what to do and how to do it. And first of all, it's please be polite, be lovely. The pin trading community is an amazing one, and we want to keep it that way. So be friendly, be happy with everyone you're trading with. Secondly is people don't always want to trade their pins. So if you go up to a cast member, they may have personal pins on a lanyard and not ones for trade. So bear that in mind, don't be offended if they say they don't want to trade. And that goes the same with guests outside Pueblos. So if you're trading with people outside of Pueblos and there's a pin you like, you may not have any pins that they like or that they deem as the same value as your pins. If they don't want to trade, it's fine, and we move on to the next trade. So never get offended if someone doesn't want to trade with you. And next up is pin etiquette with cast members. So they have a lanyard on that have various pins, and you can trade any pin for any pin. If they happen to have a limited edition pin on their lanyard, they may ask for a limited edition in exchange for that pin. Now, a key thing to remember here in Disneyland Paris, all pins must be genuine and they must be official Disney pins. No scrappers, no fake pins, no Loungefly pins will be allowed to be traded in these parks. The cast members do check and they'll politely refuse the pin. In Pueblos, they may slightly politely disapprove your pin, but don't be offended if your pin is not approved to be traded. Just find another one. Something that we like to do with cast members in particular is let them choose the pin they would like to trade with us. They have people coming up to them all day just giving them a pin and asking for one of their lanyards, so we love giving them that choice. And finally, follow all of the rules. So pin for pin, i.e. an open edition pin for an open edition pin, limited release for limited release, limited edition for limited edition. Now on to tip 5. But don't forget to hang around because we have a secret tip at the end for some very special pins. So tip 5 is Pueblo's trading post. You get here by heading into Frontierland and turning left when you get to Cowboy Cookout. It is not marked on the map, so it can be hard to find. But this is where the big pin trading board is located. This is a very rare board and has some fantastic pins. They are organised into limited edition, cast refresh, open edition and more. You can trade twice with the board and it must be like for like, i.e. a limited edition for a limited edition. It is only open at weekends and the board typically comes out at 2 PM. Pueblos is where you will find all of the guest traders and is the place you can sit and set up your pins or look through the amazing ones everyone else has. So we hope you have enjoyed this video, and now on to our bonus tip. Tip number 6, how to get ultra exclusive super rare pins at Disneyland Paris. Every month on social media there will be a sheet released that shows you the pin releases coming up in that month. It's also on the Disneyland Paris website under the pin trading section. On there, you'll see if there are some rare pins coming out, some limited edition pins. If there is limited edition pins, take a look at the date they are being released. You will need to go onto the Line Bertie website, shown on screen now. You will need to set up an account and then you can see the ones that are coming up for release. You'll be able to see the date and time that you'll be able to try and get into that virtual queue. If you're lucky, as we were on this trip, you'll be able to get a virtual ticket which looks like this. And that means you can go and have a chance to buy those limited edition pins. The location can change. On this trip, it was at the shop at the entrance to the studios. As you can see here, the queue can get pretty long outside, but you are guaranteed the opportunity to buy pins if you have those tickets. These are the pins we were able to buy on this trip. They are super special. You can buy 2 of each design per person. We would recommend getting all of them. We hope you've liked that additional tip at the end of this video, and we hope you've enjoyed this whole video of us pin trading and giving some tips around Disneyland Paris. Please do go check out our channel. We have so many other videos on pin trading, both in the parks in Paris and Florida, and at pin events around the UK. Do comment below and let us know what your favourite tip was. And if you have any tips we have not mentioned, please, please, please do let us know. We would love to hear them. So we hope you have enjoyed this video on our top tips for pin trading at Disneyland Paris.
If you get any questions at all, just drop it in the comment and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because there are tons more videos of pin trading in the parks, pin trading events, and more tips on the way.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.